G'day, mate, and welcome to JD Rewind 2019. Yep, that is, well, has been the working title for the last couple of days, because I've been trying to get this video done since Christmas Eve, and honestly, every single time it's been recorded, it hasn't come out well. I've got lost in my words, I've got completely sidetracked, the videos end up being far too long, but you know, that is the staple of my channel, and I decided, look, we're going to do a script. I'm going to go forth from a script. So, 2019 has been, well, it's been a year. It's been a year and a half. It's been massive. So for the first time ever, with a failure or the success, all depends on how you look at it. You know, most disliked video is definitely a prize to wear proudly. Of YouTube Rewind 2018, I decided in 2019, I'd like to do my own rewind video. I'd like to take the clips, take the highlights, like put together like a good 10, 15 minute, you know, best of JD video for 2019. And it got put into the basket of good intentions. And then the year passed, and it got to the end of the year when I realized I had in excess of 850 videos, and I'm like, there is no way. There is no way I'm going to be able to, even if I just took 10% of the videos and I went through those to try and get some good clips, there is no way I have 85, 90 hours worth to go through those videos at the end of the year. So, I apologize. But the good news is, I recently saw YouTube Rewind 2019, which is all about the stats, and I thought to myself, I can do that. I can do the stats, because each one of my channel updates, videos, for basically since forever, has always included some part of the behind-the-scenes stats. So you guys sort of know, you know, what it takes to, well, what the background stats of a YouTube channel actually look like. So I'm going to go through a couple of the stats and a couple of the accomplishments of this year. So back on April 1st, of all days, April 1st, 2019, I actually hit my previous milestone of 2,500 subscribers. It's a weird day, I know. Just we're going to accept it. We're going to roll forth. So on April 1st, 2,500 subscribers. It was such a massive accomplishment as far as I'm concerned. The channel was originally started as sort of like a joke and a way to pay for my YouTube Premium, which I'd show you that costs like $18 per month for a family account. I'd show you, but unfortunately it puts my email address right there on the screen, and then I have to edit it out, and it's just not worth the hassle. So you just have to take my word that YouTube Premium costs 18 Australian dollars per month. And I started the channel as a sort of like if I can earn $18 a month, then YouTube can just take my ad revenue and I won't actually cost me anything. And that was my great idea, even though it took 6 hours to upload a 720p video on YouTube with my awesome Australian internet. And that was the thought. That was the thought back in 2017. And then since then, so much has happened. The channel has gone bigger and larger than my wildest dreams. And it still continues to grow. And for that, I need to thank you guys. I also need to thank you guys for, in October, I want to say October 20th, but I wrote it on a post-it note to come and update the About page, and then I forgot, and I lost the post-it note probably within the same couple of days. We hit 1 million views, like 1 million views on the channel. Again, it's something I didn't think I'd ever see. Like, you know, it's just amazing. So again, I need to thank you guys. I need to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the ones that control how the channel grows. You know, you guys watching the videos, clicking the like button, sharing it, writing comments, all those influence the algorithm, which then possibly tells other people to come watch the videos, who then hopefully enjoy the videos, who then hopefully click the subscribe button. That's sort of how the whole system works. I have very little control. I can do a really, really good video. It takes me a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I think it's going to do really well, and it could bomb. I can slap together a video in 10 minutes, and it can take off. I've got a couple of, I think a couple of the all-time like most viewed ever videos are ones I've slapped together in 10 minutes as a, you know, as a rush, and they've just done really, really well because the YouTube algorithm ran with them. So anyway, that's that. So for some of the stats of 2019, because some of these are pretty shocking and pretty out there. So on to channel analytics. So in 2019, for the whole duration of 2019, the channel had 721,000 views. Yes, 721,000 views on the channel. You got to remember the channel's only got 1.2 million lifetime views, so most of them actually came in 2019. And again, I need to thank you guys. I need to thank you guys so much. It's the fact that I'm making these videos and then you guys enjoy watching them, therefore you come and watch more and more videos. So I need to thank you guys. I need to thank you guys a heap. Next stat we have is the total watch time in hours, which is 135,000 hours worth of watch time. Which, when you actually do the maths, turns out that is 15 years. Yeah, it's 8,220,599 minutes, because I actually looked it up in minutes as well, worth of watch time, which is 15 years of my voice has been listened to this year, which is pretty scary and pretty worrisome. Personally, as somebody who hates the sound of their own voice, I know a lot of you guys like it. I don't understand why, but each to their own. Yeah, that's a lot of hours, a lot of years of my voice. On top of that, I have the likes to dislike ratio. So it turns out I can't look at this easily because YouTube, it's one of those stats that YouTube doesn't actually display, and it basically requires you to work it out with an Excel sheet. So I have a 99.4% like to dislike ratio, which means overall you guys like the video, which I very, very much appreciate. I do definitely stop when I see the dislikes, and especially if I see a couple of dislikes in a video, because that's really, really rare, and stop and look at the comments and, have a good read as to what people's complaints were. 9 times out of 10, it's because I got shit background, noise, because somebody's running a power drill next door, or the traffic noise is really bad, that particular recording. They're all things I'm hoping to do something towards remedying in next year, but we'll sort of cover that sort of stuff at the end of the channel. On top of that, subscribers. So subscribers in the last, 12 months, 2019, 2.3 thousand new subscribers, which is an amazing amount considering the channel is only like 4.3 thousand total. A lot of you have joined in 2019. So for that, I say welcome. I say thank you so much for clicking the subscribe button. It means so much to me, especially as somebody who doesn't go around at every single video and beg you to click the subscribe button and demand that you click the like button and smash the bell or whatever the hell else that has become the YouTube mantra for 2019. I really hate doing it. I tend to do it maybe for the first couple of episodes, or once or twice in a new series. But above and beyond that, look, if you guys want to click the subscribe button, you will click the subscribe button sooner or later. I am going to, in the next video, in the next slide, show you, or next tab, show you that 22,000 of you come and watch a video every day. So, or every week. So that's the last 28 days. Whatever. 22,000. I actually looked at one of these stats. I think it's total subscribers versus views versus whatever. It works out, long story short, before I get completely sidetracked, 3,000 of you come watch a video every 24 hours. Of that, only 50% of you. So this is the magic here down here. 45% of you are already subscribed, but over 50% of you are not currently subscribed to the video, to the channel. So I need to ask you guys, okay? Please, as a belated Christmas present, okay? Because I know Christmas is over, it's done with. You've had to deal with possibly your in-laws for a couple of hours, and probably the mother-in-law or the father-in-law, and you've survived that. On top of that, actually, that's where I got the stat from. There we go. 5.8 thousand views in the last 24 hours. So yeah, 3,000 views in 5.8 last 48 hours. So 3,000 views roughly every 24-hour period. So for the 3,000 of you, of which only 1,500 of you have not clicked the subscribe button, okay? As I said, you've dealt with your in-laws. You've dealt with your family. You've dealt with that creepy uncle that everybody has at every sort of family gathering. Just give me, I understand you're broke, I understand you're poor, I understand you're probably sick of people at this point as well. Give me a belated Christmas present, okay? Best of all, it's free. click the subscribe button, okay? Click the subscribe button for me. It would mean the world to me. Unfortunately, as far as YouTube and everything else is concerned, especially when it comes to me talking to devs about upcoming games and trying to get early access and all that sort of stuff, they look at the subscriber number. They don't look at the amount of views versus the subscriber number, which is something that hopefully I'll get to in my script, but I'll get to it now. Most channels that have say 10,000 subscribers only have like 1,000 views per video. I'm in a unique situation where of the 4,000 subscribers, I get about 1,000 of you to watch every video. So I have a much higher view to subscriber retention level or participation level, or whatever you want to call it. Generally, the industry average is about 10%. 10% of your subscribers watch your videos or all of your videos, or whatever it happens to be. My ratio is a lot larger, but unfortunately, as I said, developers don't look at those numbers. They only look at what is your total subscriber base, because their attitude is that's how many people are the videos going out to, who hopefully have an interest in whatever video it is that you're doing. So, like I said, belated Christmas present to me. Wander over the channel. You're looking at the channel right now. You're looking at the video right now. Just scroll down a little bit. Just a little bit. Yep, down to that button, and then just click it. Click it for me. I would appreciate it so much if you just click the subscribe button. As I said, think of it a late Christmas present. Late belated Christmas present. On top of that, all you buggers that are already subscribed, okay? Need to talk to you guys as well. Because over here, I can see in the stats, it's one of those new stats that YouTube's added, that only 9% of you have actually turned on the all notifications. I can't see how many of you have turned on the occasional notifications, but only 9% of you have turned on the all notifications. So, can you do me a favor as well? Can you swap that to all notifications, okay? I'll give you a heads up. I publish at most 3 videos a day. Why is it at most 3 videos a day? Because that's the maximum amount YouTube will let me send you in the way of notifications. I can only send you 3 notifications per day, and that's either 3 videos per day, which does happen sometimes, but generally it's about 2 videos per day. Occasionally you might get a 3rd notification if I do something like a live stream, and the only way you're going to find out about a live stream is if you have that notification bell turned on and you have the next one that says actually push it out to your phone normally, or your browser. I don't even have notifications on my browser. That's the last thing I want, but I do have them on my phone. So when different people go live who I watch on YouTube, I get a notification to my phone. Even if it's 4 a.m., I get that notification. I admit, at 4 a.m., I don't often tune in, but I have to admit, Satisfactory. Coffee Stain did a stream a couple of days before Christmas, where they started about 3 a.m. my time, and I happened to be up at 4 a.m. So I managed to jump in and watch like an hour of the stream, only because I actually got that notification sent to my phone. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got to the computer for about another half hour, an hour, and by then they would have been finished. So it's just one of those little things. Like, go turn on the notification, okay? You're gonna find that yes, there will be some things that you don't want to watch. So those of you who just religiously watch Factorio, you're probably not going to want to see the current Oxygen Not Included series. Those of you who religiously watch Oxygen Not Included are probably not going to want to see the Factorio stuff. But I do have to say, coming 2020, there are new things coming to the channel. There are old things coming back to the channel. Satisfactory is one of those ones, as I said, Coffee Stone Devs, Satisfactory, it's coming back to the channel early next year. But yeah, like I said, just a little bit of a belated Christmas present to me. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's boost those numbers up. I'd love to hit 5,000 subscribers. I'd love to hit 5,000 subscribers definitely before April 1st. Considering the channel growth, it's gonna happen probably anyway. But if we could get a boost, like for the just to round out 2019, it would be so appreciated. It'd be such a massive goal that I'd like to see happen. Just so I can look down the stats and go, yeah, the channel at least doubles every 12 months. That's amazing. Anyway, on to this one. So yeah, click the subscribe button, turn on the bell if you haven't. Yeah, little things that give me, and best of all, They cost you nothing. So, on to the oh, hang on. Oh, okay. So, this year, the yearly tally is in. I had to actually go and look through the videos dashboard and then scroll all the way back to I was looking at videos from 2018 and then count forward, and the total yearly tally is in. In 2019, including all the videos that have not yet gone out in 2019, because there's still a couple of days left, I have published 873 videos this year. Some of them are shorter, like tutorial videos. Some are longer, like live streams. But I figure my average video length is around about 40 minutes to an hour. Roughly around about that sort of time frame. Which, even if I went down to a 30-minute mark video, it means that I've done, in excess of 500 hours. No, 40 minutes. So, in excess of 500 hours worth of video content in the last 12 months. And the next tab's the revenue tab. So it's going to tell you exactly how much I've earned from YouTube ad revenue in the last 12 months. And I invite you to right this second, just pause the video, scroll down, click the subscribe button if you haven't already, keep scrolling to the comment section, put in your guess. Put in your guess for what at least 500 hours worth of work has paid on YouTube in the way of ad revenue. Okay, now I do need to say that you got to remember with my videos, I don't like ads personally. It's one of the reasons I pay for the YouTube Premium. I put an ad break at the start of a video. If it's a live stream, you'll generally see one sort of in the 40-minute to 1 hour mark into the video. That's it, okay? So every 40 minutes worth of video, roughly. So, you know, for a general episode, once it starts, for a live stream, 40 minutes, you know, to an hour, and then again like an hour and a half to 2 hours, somewhere in that time frame you'll find another ad. So I don't run a lot of ads. I've seen lots of people that do like 20-minute episode videos, let's plays, same as I do, and you find 4 mid-roll ads throughout the video. And I understand why a lot of people run ad blocker. You can see I have ad blocker installed on my browser. You can also see that it's not running on YouTube because I pay for the YouTube Premium, because I'd like to support creators that way. Because any money I pay YouTube for YouTube Premium actually goes directly to creators. YouTube doesn't take any of that money, which, well, they take a small percentage, but most of it goes on to the creators. So again, I love that feature. Anyway, what's your guess? Because the total amount of I have earned from YouTube in the last 12 months is $1,124.48 in Australian dollars. So it's not worth as much as a US dollar, but that's what I earn, which basically pays for my internet. And the sad thing is, if you scroll down here, you'll see 750 of it is from YouTube ads, and almost $400 is from that YouTube Premium that I was talking about. So $400 is from Premium, $800 is from actual ad revenue, which tells me one of two things. One, either I need to run a whole lot more ads, or two, I need to just accept that YouTube is never gonna be the bumper channel, the massive income that I needed to be to survive, which is perfectly fine, because I don't actually need the income to survive. What actually happens from the YouTube ad revenue is basically it pays for my YouTube Premium, and as of this year, it pays for my internet. My internet's about $89, $89.99 per month or something like that. Basically, I'm earning enough from YouTube with, the YouTube ad revenue, along with the YouTube Premium, to pay for my own YouTube Premium, which then goes to help other creators, and I'm earning enough to pay for my internet. It is something I want to experiment with next year, running an ad at the start of a video and at the end of the video, not during the video, because I really don't want to do that, not unless it's a live stream, at which point you get an ad like once an hour to remind you to probably get up and go pee, or find something to eat, or stretch, because it's not good to just sit there for hours and hours on end. You know, I'm sure you'll find in a couple of years there's some disease named after Netflix for people that sit down and binge watch a 6 hours of a season every night, you know, every day of the week without getting up. So, yeah, I put in the ad breaks like once an hour. And I'm going to experiment next year running an ad break at the start of the video and the end of the video. I don't know how successful that would be, because I have a feeling by the time people get to the end of the video and the credits roll, they tend to go off and look for something else to watch anyway. Scroll down that recommended list and go find something else to watch. But, you know, it's something worth trying. Anyway, that was the total income for 2019, which is, like I said, not a lot. Actually works out to be under $1.50 per hour. Which leads me to my next couple of things. One, I need to thank those that support me over on Twitch. So if you go to the main channel, you can find here is my link to my Twitch channel. I need to thank everybody who has supported me on Twitch. Oh, cool, I'm not hosting anybody. Yeah, you can see I've actually been doing 7 Days to Die recently on Twitch. Go away. So, I need to thank those that are actually supporting me over on Twitch. My Twitch total revenue stream is a little bit less than what it is from YouTube, which is a little bit unfortunate. I didn't realize until I actually looked up my stats to try and, to put together this video, that I haven't had a lot of time to stream over the last couple of months. A lot of that has to do with lack of time, lack of kids going to sleep when they're meant to go to sleep, and also, if you watch the previous channel update, I actually did some sort of injury to my wrist that's still not 100% healed, which has led to, me not being able to stream as often as I'd like to. I am hoping to rectify that next year. I am hoping to have some couple of dedicated streams at dedicated times, rather than currently it's all over the place. But like I said, I need to thank everybody who has supported me over on Twitch, and that is either through a Twitch subscription, which comes directly out of their pocket or your pocket, a bits, which is just literally, you know, helping the channel out with some financial donations towards whatever random crap is happening on the screen at the time, or finally Amazon Prime subscription. So that is, if you don't know it, Twitch is actually owned by Amazon. So if you're actually paying for Amazon Prime currently, now you're paying for that because of the Amazon Prime Video, which I've got to admit, in Australia is probably the only thing it's worth paying for, because the Amazon itself is more expensive than any other online retailer in Australia. It's sad. Amazon Prime subscriptions, if you're paying for if you're paying for Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription every single month. Can I connections. Does not list my email address. Anyway, cool. So if you have an Amazon account, you can then go to Twitch. You can then link your Twitch account to your Amazon account. When you do that, if you're already paying for Amazon Prime, you will actually get a free Twitch Prime subscription every single month. When you get that, you can then go to your favorite channel, whether it be me, whether it be another content creator you love watching, and you can go sub to them once a month for free. It costs you not a single penny. Okay, that's probably the best part about the whole thing. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it does take some money out of Amazon's pocket that you're paying them for your Prime subscription, and then goes and gives it to your favorite content creator. So if you have an Amazon account and you have a Twitch account, just head over into, you know, your settings, connections, Amazon, link the two accounts. You're done, you're dusted. You can then scroll back to your favorite content creator and go subscribe to them once a month for free, as it doesn't cost you a single thing. So my Twitch supporters have been a massive help this year. They haven't actually done as much as YouTube, and that is actually entirely on my shoulders, because I haven't been streaming a lot in the last couple of months. It's entirely my fault that they haven't been able to support me as much as they'd probably like to. So, my fault. I'd like to thank every one of them individually by name, but unfortunately I can't, because Twitch doesn't give me access to that sort of information. People I can thank individually, one at a time, is my Patreon members. So my Patreon is the main supporters of the channel, and I have to thank every single one of my Patreon members. They've kept the dream alive this year. They've really pushed me on and made me work harder this year than any year before. Mainly because, well, two reasons. One, they've contributed 4 times the amount that YouTube has to the channel. And on top of that, this year I ran into some PC problems, like it blew up. Well, it actually happened late last year, but you know, PC problems did arise, and honestly, the money I make from YouTube, I could buy a graphics card every 2 years. What the Patreon members contribute every single month was enough that with a couple of months, I could actually completely replace the PC, which is what actually happened this year. So my deepest thanks goes out to them. They helped me replace the whole computer. Helped me at the same time, like, upgrade the internet to a faster speed. So now my uploads, in theory, take only an hour and a half rather than 3 hours per video. Have also upgraded the screen, so you'll notice that my videos now the quality doesn't cap out at 1080p. They actually go all the way up to 1440p, so you have that extra quality, that extra higher quality if you want to watch in that higher quality. If your phone, TV, computer, laptop, whatever it is, supports that higher quality. So yeah, they have really contributed a lot this year. And I do have to say, like, everybody who supports me either through the YouTube memberships program, either through a Twitch subscription, okay, or through Patreon, no matter what, they all get some sort of perks. The main perk that every single contributor does get is on my Discord, I post to those contributors all the videos early. Okay, like at the moment, they've actually watched this whole week's worth of Bite of Hell 100% early because it was all recorded prior to Christmas. Because I was trying not to avoid it over the Christmas break. Here I am, sort of this is the 4th time I've recorded this video over 4 days. So, yeah, I've ended up unfortunately working every single day this week. But you know, it's to try and do this video, which I haven't been happy with 4 times now. So, yeah, they get access to all these sort of videos early. They actually get posted up in Discord into a private channel where they get to watch the videos early, and more importantly, 100% ad-free, because I don't believe if they're already supporting the channel, they should be forced or even inclined to watch any sort of ads. So they actually go up on the channel, 100% ad-free. They get to watch them there. Hopefully they enjoy it. And then a couple of days later, whenever the scheduled release date is, they actually go out live on the proper channel. Patreon members do get a couple of extra perks. They get their name in the end credits, which you might have noticed is on the end of this video and a lot of other videos. Along with, I have a couple of Patreon members that are on the higher tiers, and they actually get to steal my time once a month to force me to play games like Left 4 Dead. 7 Days to Die. So these last couple of broadcasts over on Twitch that haven't made it to YouTube yet, and will probably make it to YouTube before the end of the year. Actually, one of my Patreon members basically bending me over backwards and saying, Jetty, you're playing this week or this month or whatever it happens to be. And that's perfectly fine because they're the higher members of the higher tiers of Patreon. I really don't mind. I don't mind like giving them some amount of my time every single month to play whatever game it happens to be. So, to go with that, I want to actually thank each and every one of my Patreon members. So that is Divsky, Stinson, Attica Pie, Snipper, Alavan, TJ Miller, Super Tux, Bilbo, Chase, iHollywood, Colblitz, Ergphobia, Jack, Cartesian, The Rope, Emperor Duke, FD Ethan, Niles, Tassili, Huff, Hazy, Nilflix, Caretaker, Joe Watt, Julie Jane, Tucker, Pooba, Kerpop, Lars, Alocator, Fragai, Mark W, Kazareth, Matt Thang, Quantum Knight, XX Mav XX, Xenanas, Muppet, Natha's Illusions, Elysium 81, Oleski, Rene, Weerab, Cincinnatus, Sandy's, Sayer Linux, Septimus 2, Spenny Dirt, Gimmicks, Slylo, Taia, Taya, Professor Bro, Yuxi, Lego, and Lord. They have all, somewhere in the last 12 months, contributed to this channel. And again, I need to thank them so much. They are the biggest contributors, the biggest driving factor for me to go forward. They give me great ideas for future content with the current games and the current series, along with great suggestions about other games I should be looking for and looking forward to playing in the future. So I guess the last thing so I need to really establish that small creators are really supported by their community. So we can see from my total YouTube revenue and the fact that only of the 721,000 views this year, only 200,000 of them are actually monetized playbacks, i.e. don't pay for YouTube Premium, don't run ad blocker. You can see that YouTube is obviously not the key to success. It's not gonna suddenly pay a mortgage and pay for new cars and pay to put food on the table and pay for any of that sort of stuff. It's just not going to happen. Not for a small channel like myself. So, being a small creator, I'm really supported, and a lot of small creators are supported by their community. So, without your help, I wouldn't be doing this. So again, I just need to thank every single Patreon member, every single Twitch supporter, and those few YouTube members that have actually swung by in the last 12 months. I know there are not a lot of perks set up yet, but they are all linked with Discord. You still get those Discord perks with watching videos ad-free. So yeah, on to 2020. So what plans are there for 2020? It's pretty simple. More Factorio. More Friday Facts, more mod highlights, because I've been a little bit lax lately, but they are definitely coming back. We're doing more base tours, because I've had a couple of bases submitted that I just haven't had a chance to go and have a tour through. There is going to be more madness with Pooba. In case you have missed it, then you've been living under a rock. Myself and Pooba have actually started a spaghetti series, which we're actually blowing through fairly quickly. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe we'll extend it. Maybe we'll start something different. Maybe we'll even swap to a whole different game. We don't know. But there'll also be more collabs in the future. I'm having a lot of fun doing another collab with Pooba, and I'm looking forward to doing some other ones next year. Details are quiet and secretive right at the moment, but I am hoping to line up a couple more collabs next year. Also, there's going to be Oxygen Not Included. Oxygen Not Included, the current series, will be finishing in the next couple of days, probably before the end of 2019, maybe the last episode roll over to early 2020. But then that's it. We're done with Oxygen Not Included, that series. I've actually got a great idea for a new series, which is going to be just as deadly if you happen to be a duplicate. Also, Satisfactory. Good old Satisfactory will be coming back early next year. Satisfactory is ending the Epic one-year exclusive in March 19, 2020, obviously. A lot of you guys have probably got a pin in the calendar already waiting for it to launch on Steam. Yes, there will be a new Satisfactory series starting up early next year. On top of that, I'd like to revisit some older games. So, Universe Sim over here, I'd love to definitely swing back to. It's entering into final release. It should be entering into final release in 2020. So again, that's a game I'd love to go and have a look at and see where it's up to. It's a game I kickstarted back in 2014, I want to say, maybe 2015. So I'd like to see where it finally ends up. If you haven't seen it before, it's like a city builder god game. So if you've ever played the classic Black and White, it's sort of like that. It's literally telling your little people where to build, and then being a god and overseeing them being all powerful, maybe being nice and watering the plants and the crops, or maybe being bad and bringing down strikes of lightning from the sky and blowing them to smithereens because they didn't listen to you the first time. So there's also for next year, I am planning on doing a whole bunch more streams on Twitch. As I said before, the difference is I've tried it just recently with the Saving Santa community map, where I ended up doing a 3-hour live stream, then I cut up into 3 1-hour sections and put up on YouTube. The problem is I end up doing 3 or 4 live streams in about a week, and then looked at it and I'm like, okay, that's like 12 days worth of YouTube videos, because they're an hour each and I can't quite release one video per day. So it ended up being like a long period of live streams from just 3 days on Twitch. So what's actually happening next year is they'll still be going out on the channel, but as I said earlier, one of those 3 precious notifications that I am allowed to send out per day, live streams you will not get a notification from. It's really the only thing I can do. It also means I'm not going to cut them up into 1-hour segments. They're just going to go out as a 4-hour live stream or whatever it happened to be. Probably with those ad breaks in once an hour to make sure that you get up and you have a stretch. You don't do some sort of injury from being lethargic and sitting on the couch with the popcorn and the drinks and your feet up on the table, and the missus hasn't come home to see you with the feet up on the table because she'd probably yell at you if you did. But yeah, that's what's happening with live streams next year. They will go up on YouTube, every single one of them, unedited, apart from probably skipping the first 15 minutes where the stream hasn't started yet. And they're just going to be dumped on YouTube as is, without a notification. So that's going to be the real key thing. No more notifications for live streams. Also, the other really big plan. So this is a this is a massive one. It's also a real life one, so it takes a little bit longer to get to. But as you've noticed, I get background noise. I get a lot of background noise where I am, even though most of it comes from my bathroom to my right. So from the main road that's on my right, through sealed bathroom windows, through a sealed bathroom door, into the base of the mic, which is the place where it's least sensitive. That's where a lot of my traffic noise comes from. And my other set of noise being the service station, the mechanics next door, all that sort of stuff comes from the left-hand side, which is, again, like, over the fence, through the trees, through the front door, into the top of the mic, which it's also not terribly sensitive. So I've done everything I can. I can't really put up foam insulation, noise dampening on doors. So the plan is next year to look at a studio. Now I do have a garage here, and that's sort of what I'm looking at. I was down there in summer and I worked out it's probably cooler in the garage than what it is in the house. But the house does have a couple of hot computers and fridges and other things that do generate heat running in it, whereas the garage has none of that. So we're going to see how it is in winter, because that's the other big thing. I don't want to be down there in winter and trying to record with my teeth chattering. So in the next 6 months, I'm going to be fixing some of the problems I have with the current garage, being like it floods occasionally, not good for computers. It needs proper insulation. It needs proper lighting. It needs a couple of things fixed. But I'm hoping towards the end of next year, as long as it's not too hot down there. Well, we already know it's not too hot, but as long as it's not too cold down there in winter, I'm hoping to actually pack up everything, move it out of the house, move it down the garage, and be able to actually do everything from the garage. Which means a couple of things. One, soundproofing. I will actually go out and I will be doing what I can, as I can, to actually sound insulate the whole area. So hopefully a whole lot less background noise. On top of that, being a garage, also have to remove the echo. So that's another problem I have to ascertain along the way. Also, it means that because I'll finally have my own little area, up more live streams, because I don't have to schedule around kids actually being not only in bed, but also asleep. They can just have to be in bed. And then I can go step out of the house and go live stream, rather than coming out and standing over my shoulder, which happens during far too many live streams, and them standing there and watching stuff for an hour and a half, or watching me play for an hour and a half while streaming. Really, really disorientating. I'm happy to do things out live to the internet, but when you have a child standing over your shoulder, really puts you off. Anyway, on top of that, it also means there is a chance that a camera may get added next year. So the only way these things happen is unfortunately they cost money, and I will say, unfortunately, YouTube ad revenue will not pay for it. So I am looking towards my Twitch supporters, my Patreon supporters, that hopefully within the next 6 to 12 months we can get enough money together that I can go and do these improvements bit by bit by bit. Anyway, that's going to be really the end of the video. This is the end of JD Rewind 2019. It's one hell of a year. It's been a hell of a year. It is a hell of a year. But 2020 is coming, and 2020 has a really good ring to it, so it means I'm definitely going to do a JD Rewind 2020. What's in store? I don't know. I've got an idea. I've got an indication. But yeah, we're going to see when it actually happens. So with that, I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys have enjoyed all the content for 2019. I do wish you guys a happy holidays. Now we're in this weird break between Christmas and New Year's where either everybody's working flat out to have everything done by New Year's, or everybody's just in an attitude of, I can't be bothered. I'll be bothered right at the moment. I'll start working hard next year in a week's time. But yeah, I wish you luck in 2020. I wish you the best of luck with whatever your New Year's resolutions are. Mine is definitely to stream more. And also hopefully get my wrist healed up that I can get back into the comments heavy duty, because yeah, at the moment I've been doing a lot of them on my phone, which is the least ideal way to do comments, but at least doesn't hurt my wrist, because the keyboard has been absolutely too much the last couple of days. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next video. All right, bye.